Hello and welcome back to another episode of Army Men of War. I am your host, MikeMapper123, and I'm super excited to bring you guys the second part of the battle for Grenfield in this awesome Green Civil War that we have going on right here. So anyway, we're going to cover the story before we start the battle. And what happened previously was that General Shawshank, which is like a very high up general in the Green Army, witnessed the Queen herself kill Secretary Grin with a car bomb. Right here, look. You can kind of see where Secretary Grin used to park his car. Yes, he's not going to park it there anymore. It was currently raining, so it has filled it with a puddle. The Queen is currently held up in this building right here. She has her GI Janes guarding her right there, look. That's her personal bodyguard. She has just had a meeting with some Orange officials and declared an alliance with the Orange Nation. They've even put up some flags to honour their arrival. They probably arrived by helicopter or something, so they're just leaving at the moment. But what they don't know is that General Shawshank and his 121st Airborne Division are about to arrive at this part of the city. They have come to arrest the Queen and secure her and get a confession out of her, so that means that they can overthrow the monarchy and basically declare a presidency, you know, democracy, you know, God save the Queen. I think that's the wrong national anthem, but never mind. But yes, what they're going to do is they're going to come in, they're going to try and arrest her, like I say, and put somebody else in place because she's gone a bit mad. She means well, she wants to put an end to the war with the East. I mean, the Greys just did take the Eastern Main in Eastern Britannia, which means that they pretty much own half of it now, so the Blues aren't happy. So the Blues aren't going to ally with the Greens and send some troops to come and help them in this civil war because they've got their own problems at the minute. The Greens are on their own, and so is General Shawshank at the minute because what she has done, the Queen has been really evil, and she has blamed General Shawshank for Secretary Grin's death. Secretary Grin, if you don't know, was basically the king, well, not the king, but the consul of Greenland. He was put in place by his father. King Greenland's daughter, Ivy Greenland, she is now queen, but she was more of a figurehead, you know. She wasn't really a ruling monarch that had much power with her military. Everything was given to Secretary Grin, so she's got rid of Secretary Grin now, and she has seized supreme power of her nation, like I say, allied with the Tangerians, and now civil war has broke out between the Greens, and that's pretty much everything that's happened so far. So for General Shawshank to get the other generals on side, he will need to secure the Queen and get a confession out of her or find some sort of evidence to prove that he saw the Queen standing on that balcony right there and what he witnessed the Queen watch Grin blow himself up with his car. So yes, that's why all this started. So Grin attacked the city with the 121st Airborne. Did I say Grin? It was Shawshank. He attacked with the 121st Airborne, and then I don't know, he lost around 200 men in the last battle. There'll be a link to the previous video in the description if you want to go and check it out if you missed it. And he, like I say, he lost 200 men, and now he's got around 450 men left. He's got a few M113s. Some of them have turrets, some of them don't. And he is going to be trying to secure the Congress Hall, which is in the center right here. So this is going to be super cool. I'm super looking forward to this battle. It took ages for us to script it. I made this map. I tend to make all of the maps on this channel. That's why it takes me so long to pump out these videos for you all. But the Greens have secured this area. Well, the Dark Greens, which is the 2nd Greenington Guard. They're in dark green, and they're going to be defending against this incoming assault from General Shawshank. So we're going to press start now and see what happens. Whatever happens in this video will depict what happens in the next. And so it's going to be super cool. I'm just going to go ahead and activate the sound on my TV. There we go. Because I don't want it coming through the wrong port, you see. If I'm playing it through my monitor, it sounds all muffly. So instantly, you can see that the 121st are pushing up these M113s with turrets to try and break through these many roadblocks that the dark green soldiers have right here. The infantry are holding back, and they're also going to bring a convoy of M113s down here, look. These are also loaded with infantry, so they're going to try and take the flanks and this little fortress here, which my friend Gunther made. So this is really cool. It's a a tiny little FOB, and the 121st are like, nope, this is my FOB now. We're taking it for us. You know, they're going to go sleep in those tents. As soon as the war's over, obviously. They're very confident. They're confident that they're going to be able to overthrow the Queen. The tyrant they call a Queen. Like I said, the Queen's father was nicknamed the Puppeteer. He pulled the strings on everything, and I think she's kind of following in her father's footsteps. Oh, that looks epic. They're not lasting long though, they're getting gunned down. All that's left is his helmet. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that Congress Hall is surrounded by a huge minefield. Look, you can see the flags on the floor. We're going to make them disappear now, so we don't know if we're going to step on them or not. There's also these giant signs saying, look, M, that's M for mine. Oh, they're going to run them over. Okay. That was not wise. Oh, he's threw a grenade. Oh, good shot. He must have played some plastic baseball as a kid. Did really well. The Greenington Guard, like I say, they'll be bringing up all 550 of their troops, and the 121st Airborne are also going to be bringing in all 450 of their troops in this battle. If Shawshank does win, he will arrest the Queen, and they will decide what to do with her next. Maybe you guys could come up with some cool, can't even get my words out. Some cool punishments in the comments. Let me know what we should do to the Queen if Shawshank wins. And if the Queen wins, then I'm pretty sure she's just going to put Shawshank on trial. And yeah, she's just going to be the judge, jury and executioner. And probably just have him shot. So, not good for Shawshank. The Royals are doing okay on this side. I'm not seeing any Airborne troops pushing down yet. I mean, it is early days yet. They're still coming into the map at the moment. How they're doing on this side. Those M113s have disembarked their troops, and they have completely secured this tiny, cool little fortress right here. We figured out a way, right, how we can just send each other a little test. What we do is we copy and paste the units from this into a text document, and then send the text document to a friend who's also on the same editor, and we can just copy and paste different parts of the map to each other, which is really, really convenient. It's something that I used to do back in the early days before modding was a thing, and we just completely forgot about it. So we've been doing some experimenting today with this map, and like we say, we ended up creating that little fortress right there, and that was actually built by my friend Gunther, and he pasted it to me in a notepad, and I just copied and pasted it onto this map, which is really cool. Really cool way of doing it. So now we can all build maps together. It's like a multiplayer map editor. A dream come true. So building to building now, very slow at the moment. We are waiting for a major advance from the 121st. Have they secured these buildings back here? Yes, they have. We've got a whole platoon of soldiers working their way through this building. I don't think there's anybody in the windows. Maybe they should get some dudes in these windows. That could do them some good. We'll just see what the AI does. They have got one of these tanks still, which is really surprising. Oh no, they haven't. I think they need to put some more men in that. Yeah, come on, get some troops in there. Come on, you know how to drive a tank, right? Yeah, of course I do. Oh, it needs repairing. Okay. Can we repair it? Let's see if we can give this thing a good repair. Look at that cool UI. Brand new mod. Oh, he's already started. There we go. So, he's going to repair this tank right now. As soon as that's repaired, we're going to use that to push forward. Maybe try and get into Green Congress. We just need to break a hole through the central line, because this road right here leads down to the main fountain, which is guarded by another wave of the Greenington Guard. And then right through here we've got the main gates, which you saw from that cool cinematic in the previous video. One with the two lazy guards. They didn't even know what was going on with the purples. And yes. Oh, that's also something else that I forgot to mention. The Queen is the one responsible for the purples attacking Congress as well. Because she wanted Secretary Grin dead, and she also wanted all of his supporters dead, which was pretty much the majority of Congress. So she wanted to completely reset her whole green government so she could steal power. And it kind of worked, but they didn't manage to take out Grin, so she went to plan B. And what is plan B? Plan B is planting a grenade in the Secretary's car, and it worked. The guy didn't see it coming. I didn't feel sorry for Grin's bodyguards though. Could you imagine being his bodyguard? You know, like, Dave, what time are you going to finish your shift? In about 5 minutes. Oh, you coming round for tea tonight? Bringing the family? Oh yeah, of course I am. Bowling next week? Sure. Bang. Dead. You know, explosion. His head's impaled. His family can't even have an open casket because, you know, he's just plastic blob on the floor. So, poor Grin, poor bodyguards, but never mind. War is terrible. So, these airborne soldiers are actually pushing in now. They're actually working their way into the main staging area of this battle. Like I say, if they can secure this first checkpoint right here, then they may just be able to secure the compound itself. But it looks to me like the Greenington Guard are reinforcing the area with a lot of troops. We've got some cool single-shot rocket launchers here. These things are known as Predators. Pack-a-punch, they're really good against vehicles, soldiers, everything really. It's just an all-round amazing bazooka. But it's one shot, it's like a disposable. This is good, this is really good right here. We're getting some good action, a good push. Getting trapped on the barbed wire though. But then again, that's what barbed wire is for, isn't it? It's to stop infantry from moving free will. Is that word? Moving free with will. That's better. And it wants to like choke point them into a certain area so they can get gunned down. Okay, we're doing okay over here with the Greenington Guard. We've got 2 3-man teams in each of these sandbag positions. Let's get a shot off with this bazooka. Show you guys the Predator. Come on, you got this, you got this. Come on, come on. Okay, on that truck. Oh, that was a good shot. Okay, hopefully the smoke would provide cover. Not a lot of cover, but never mind. But I meant well. Thank you. Okay, oh wow! This is a huge, huge push from the 121st now. This looks to be all... Yeah, this is like all 450 of their troops right here. It's got to be. They've even got a tank, look. A tank, they have not outsmarted trees yet. Trees are evolving, and this tree in particular is really, really, I don't know, strong against tanks. Tanks just can't really uproot this tree. It thinks, you see, it's an Ent from Lord of the Rings. Okay, so now they're pushing on the first checkpoint. This could be a win for the 121st as long as they can control this area right here. It's a rainy, foggy day, and Greenington Guard are not doing too well. Maybe the fog is just playing to the advantage of the 121st. But then again, the range is pretty good, look. It looks pretty good to me. And not only that, they're using the minefield. They're getting really confident. You're just going to see some random explosions in here. And that is going to be some of the soldiers stepping on mines. You can see that some of them have already stepped on some mines over here, look. Which is not good.
I'll prevent more reinforcements.
The 121st are doing really well now. What are they doing with this building right here? There's one dude in this building, right, we're going to have to get him out because he is creating a huge party. I think if we look inside there, wow, okay. It's like ants on a friggin' lollipop. Let's get him out of there, come on, retreat. We need to progress this battle. You retreat up there. Okay, we've got reinforcements over here. Oh, what's this? We've got a forward operating base right here, command post. We can see one of the majors right there. He is currently monitoring the action on the front line. He's scanning for any green activity. Obviously, he's getting a lot of it on both sides because these are technically the same nation, the same race, but they're just divided amongst each other. And don't get me wrong, it's not like everybody's divided in the Green Nation. I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of them, and this is just 800 of them which are divided. So even though the battle looks huge, it's still a very, very small minority on the size proportion of Greenland. And they've done it, they've actually pushed into the outpost. The reinforcements are doing quite well though for the Greenington Guard. What are they doing inside? Oh, they've even added extra security to the inner compound as well. I bet the Queen's in there. I bet she's crying. I bet she's like, oh god, they're coming. I can see them. She could literally look outside her bedroom window right now and see this huge army approaching. Let's add a bit more immersion to this. So what we're going to do is we're going to unclip the camera position right here. Look at that UI, the bricks and stuff. It's so cool. So we're going back into cinematic mode, and now we can zoom in even further. And for the rest of the video now, we're going to capture some extra immersion. If you're still with us, we're going to do this. Who do you think is going to win? Pause the video right now. Tell me who you think is going to win at this point. It could be anyone's battle. It'd be really cool if you can timestamp it or something. Tell me what you think. Tell me who you think is going to prevail. Is it going to be the Queen, or is it going to be General Shawshank? Chances are General Shawshank is not going to get any of the other generals on side unless he can capture the Queen and get the information out of her that's needed, which he would do very easily if he tortured her, I guess, but he's got to get her first. And unfortunately the Greenington Guard will not let her, because these guys swore allegiance to their Queen. They didn't sign allegiance to Greenland like everyone else, but a bit like Hitler, the SS, I guess. But good. I mean, everyone depicts the Queen as the bad guy, but I kind of see her as like a good guy in a way. I feel like she's making sacrifices and she's doing what she has to do to bring this never-ending war to an end. And not only that, it does seem profitable with Greenland allying now with Tangeria, as they have found all of this plasticium in the Western Mountains. But I wonder how. Right, here's a question for you guys. How do you think all of that plasticium got into the Western Mountains for the Tangerians to get rich in the first place? There's a bit of a story behind it, and it's also going to lead to Series 3, well, the main part of Series 3. So, let me know. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but yes. Let's just say that that mountain, the Western Mountains, are literally the key to, well, life, I guess. Okay, they're coming across the minefield yet again. Both sides can hit these mines. It's not like a mine is siding with you. It's not like, oh, I'm going to side with you, I'm on your team. No, these mines blow up anyone that stands on them, so this is a bit of an advance on an advance. Huge clump of 121st over here, getting pushed back slowly but surely by the Greenington Guard. They're using the house as cover, which is pretty epic, really. I mean, you've got to have at least 50 men inside that building. Maybe if they take out this major right here, they'll be able to actually stop the green reinforcements, or the dark green reinforcements, from coming in. But by the looks of it, they can't get anywhere near him. Okay, they're pushing on the centre again. How are we doing over here for the dark greens? Okay, so the Royals are still using the minefield. I guess they just don't care about the mines. I suppose though, they're going to be like, well, if we go through the minefield, we know that the enemy aren't. So the ones that do survive will actually be able to outflank them, and they're doing just that now. Look, they're sneaking up on them. They have no idea that they're there. Okay, now they do. Now they're engaging. This is pretty cool. It's like a ridge. Oh, I took a bullet to the face. Which one are you on this battlefield? Also, timestamp me. Go back in time if you have to right now. Tell me, pinpoint a soldier that you want to be, and let's see if he survives. Tell me his story in the comment section. Maybe write me a little letter or something. Write me like a diary entry or something that he written down after this battle, describing what happened. Okay. The Royals aren't doing too well over here. We're going to do a push on the centre now. Oh, tell a lie. They've been completely outflanked. Where did this force come from? Was there that many people in the house? This is army versus army right here. If the Royals can secure this flank, then this side has no chance, as they're going to be able to advance from the centre and on their flank, which means they're just going to get pushed into a retreat. That skin, he looks epic. To the boots. Oh, taking some shots over here, look.
Take cover.
How are we doing over there? Still a lot of men on the ridge. I think that's what we're calling this area right now. We're going to call this Dark Green Ridge. That's the name of this area right here. Codename Dark Green Ridge. Oh, good shot from the M14 right there, look. See if you can actually make it. You need to get some grenades over there, man. Oh, get a grenade over there, you know you want to. I'm not even going to touch him, I don't want to get him killed. He's done so well already. How are we doing on that side? Okay, they're holding them back for as long as possible. Oh, they're actually doing it. There's still a good amount of them over here, though. We've even filled this building here. Wow, this is a even battle on both sides. Could still be anybody's game. I mean, Dark Green Ridge right here is doing really well to outflank and outmaneuver the 121st Airborne. They're even slowly moving even further around their flank, spreading their line even thinner. The more guns that they can get on this edge, the better. They even risk the minefield. So we need to write tales about these dudes. Sing songs about Dark Green Ridge. Other than that, the 121st are now not doing. I don't know if they're doing well or not, because I feel like that they're winning, maybe. But if I just turn away for just a split second, I can just imagine just 1,000 men appearing or something from the Royals over here. So, oh look, just as I said, look, they're all hiding inside the houses. I think there's even some in here. Look, no, there's none in that one. Okay. So yeah, I would definitely say that they made a comeback over here. They're advancing up the street now. They're pushing on the Greenington Guard. They're actually going to get to the Major as well, which is pretty cool. Exchanging fire, army man. God, I love this mod. They're trying to hold the position, I think. I think it's just protecting the Major now. If anything, they've got a lot of men in reserve. What are you doing? You've got an M60 right there. There's all this cover, and you're not using it. So come on, get to cover, use it. Oh, did I just send them into their deaths? No, this is an advance right here. We did this on purpose. Go on. No, okay, I sent them to their deaths. I always do that. How are we doing on the right-hand side? The left is completely overrun for the Greenington Guard. The centre seems fine. Also known as the right-hand side, I guess. I've been referring to it as the centre and the right throughout the video. But I don't think there's enough men for an advance from the 121st over here. Dark Green Ridge is still holding on pretty tight. A lot of troops, like a whole platoon of men. They're actually making their way over now as well, which is pretty cool. They're doing a damn good job.
Let's party.
They just need to carry on pushing against these 121st, baby. Does that tank work? No, it doesn't. But yeah, the centre's been completely annihilated, so let's just get this right. The right, the centre, the left, okay? I was confusing myself for a minute right there. How are we doing over here? Do we have a chance for a push? Maybe a single push for a single click? There they go. Like that scene from Saving Private Ryan, isn't it? Around the corner. Got a peek. Oh, M60. Oh, here they go. He's got a gun. Oh, quick, quick, quick. Suicide bomb. Ah! Okay. He just blew a hole in the wall. Definitely like that scene from Saving Private Ryan. Do you know where they, he's got a thingy in his shoe and he like leans on that log and, yeah, or that plank of wood and it knocks down the wall and all the Germans are like, okay, it's just the Major now. He's in a major pickle right here. That's a really cool name for a green, actually, Major Pickle.
Until we complete the mission.
Just thought of a brand new character. He's screwed. Oh, poor Major. Oh, we've got a G.I. Jane in there as well. Look. No, she got a shot in the head. Never mind. So now they just need to outflank this position here. Let's see if they can. They're going across the minefield. Let's do it. Let's just run them across the minefield.
Someone else is
Engage the center. Okay, because they're advancing. Oh no! Okay, so the center was taken by the Greenington Guard, but the left was completely taken by the 121st. This is a long video, but like I say, dudes, I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been so good to make. I've really enjoyed making this battle. It's been so fun to play as well. Not to mention commentate as well. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed to be able to do this as like a job as well. It's epic. Super hyped for more Army Men of War as well. I've got so much planned, so many new maps, so many new skins, vehicles, everything to showcase for you guys. But I don't know. I don't think that they've got enough men to take the centre now. I'm not sure. Let's have a little count up. And again, they have got quite a lot of men still. They've even got a tank. They have a tank! Okay, this is it. Right, we need a team of the 121st. Come down into the tank. Come on, you got this. Right, we're going to push forward. Here goes nothing. Come on. Ah. Oh, crap. Okay. The turret's out. Okay, we're just a moving vehicle. Get in. I'm going to get used behind the enemy lines. And we're going to take them from the rear. Okay, here we go. Don't get near them, don't get near them. We're going to push right through now. Screw them, actually. I've decided to actually just roll into the base. We're going to try and flatten these dudes. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on. They're going to throw grenades at me. Go, 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 go. Go. Oh, God, there's a missile. I wish we had a gun. I wish we had a gun. Oh, God, there's missiles everywhere. No. Get the men out, get the men out. Oh, damn. That was my fault. That was my fault. We tried, though. I honestly thought we'd just be able to roll in and maybe flatten them all, but unfortunately, no, the gun was taken out anyway. If that gun wasn't taken out, there was no way I would have rolled him in like that. But unfortunately, it's just how things went down. We still have a big force over here, though. So yeah, let's just push these over. If we can ambush that. That was good, actually. That was a good strategy. Because now we can advance these troops over and try and take out the last outpost defending Congress. At least I think so. Why are they not shooting? I only clicked one time. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna get some hate for that in the comments. I think maybe not a good idea because of the minefield as well. But this was epic. It's definitely a win for the Greenington Guard, though. Got to give it to them. I mean, there's still a handful of troops over here. Not too sure if they're going to be able to take out the whole army, though. Let's just see. Let's just have a look with these dudes right here. Look, we're going to see if these can actually make it. We've got about about a squad of men left. One squad in the whole of the battlefield now. We're going to slowly come over here and move over to them. So you got them. Get some more guns up there, dudes.
Weapons. We can't leave until we complete them.
They're not having it. I think we're just going to retreat them. Oh no, we've got more men. Okay, charge. Everybody on this position. You've got this. Just going to blow up with a mine, isn't he? No, the green. Oh my God. The Royals have actually outflanked them completely now. There is no winning. There is absolutely no winning for the 121st in this battle now. Shawshank is going to have to retreat as he's going to get captured for sure. The Queen is not going to let him get away with this. She's going to pursue him. till the end. So anyway, I think we're going to call a retreat now for the 121st. They don't have enough men to take this field. Now, I don't want to get any more killed. I want to try and leave some soldiers for Shawshank to take home with him to his base to help defend in a last stand. So that's what he'll be doing now. He'll be going into hiding, and it'll be us, the comments, you know, the whole of YouTube, trying to locate Shawshank. So tell me in the comments, where do you think he's hiding? Pinpoint a location on the battle map. Join the Discord, come get involved with the series. I'm super excited, I really enjoyed this battle, and I can't wait to make the next one. It's been so nostalgic to get a brand new version of this Army Men of War mod. So anyway, I'm MikeMap123, be sure to drop a like and drop a bomb on that subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next one. Look at all these troops here, look. Not even a Tangerian was hurt. Not good, not good. Same over here as well. So many troops still alive. So many dead as well.